So, let us get started with the new course on sewing a patchwork underbust corset. As you can see, the corset style is rather unusual, and it is the first time we make something this special. Take a quick look at this corset. You will see its overall shape with some kind of design and pattern. You might think that special fabric was used to create such a visual effect. The thing is that we are going to make this fabric pattern by hand. In other words, by sewing small pieces together, we will create new fabric. Actually, there is a special technique for creating unique and personal fabric patterns known as patchwork. It includes a variety of piecing techniques, styles, and methods. For example, there are different ways to assemble the fabric really fast, like when you follow a particular structure and make patchwork blocks from shaped fabric pieces, but you don't stitch these pieces together. These techniques are rather simple and easy to learn. Creating a color palette for a new color scheme is considered to be a much more complicated task. Patchwork is truly a form of decorative arts. Patchwork is all about experimenting and creating from your imagination. The color harmony is the key to a perfect patchwork pattern. It is the art of choosing matching fabrics of different colors, prints, and even the size of details to make the overall design look beautiful. That is what makes patchwork so interesting, but so difficult at the same time. You will master special techniques and methods, such as creating a color map that you will prepare every time for your garment. This is exactly what I did. I created a color map and then made the fabric for my corset. Even though I am advanced in patchwork sewing, I made a mistake in my color map. The bottom part of the corset was supposed to have patches of delicate pink color. However, after assembling the corset front, I realized the pink color was not suitable at all. I had to make the fabric all over again. Before we get down to work, let us talk about the size of the future corset and its pattern alteration. This corset pattern is very simple and consists of 5 front pieces and 4 back pieces. There are no cups and no parts above the bust line. You will only need to know the values of main circumference lines to build the pattern. This course comes with a basic pattern of size 44. Please note the measurements are for the corset with back panels meeting edge to edge. The measurements are underbust circumference 70 centimeters, waist circumference 61 centimeters, stomach circumference measured 10 centimeters below the waistline 79 centimeters. I recommend using the half circumference values of the corset front to position the side seams correctly. Half underbust circumference front 38 centimeters. Half waist circumference front 33 centimeters. Half stomach circumference measured 10 centimeters below the waistline 38 centimeters. However, the side seams of the corset will be hidden by the patchwork stitching seams. That is why the difference of even 1 centimeter in the side seam position is totally acceptable. After sewing the corset, I put it on the dress form of a bigger size. Underbust circumference 78 centimeters. Waist circumference 67 centimeters. Stomach circumference measured 10 centimeters below the waistline 86 centimeters. My corset has a great fit at the front. As for the back, I will use a modesty flap to cover the gap between the center back pieces. By the way, if you want to make a corset of a bigger size so that its back pieces meet edge to edge, or with a small gap, you can adjust the pattern to the required size using my standard alteration method. In this case, the adjustment will be really simple, as you don't have to keep the exact position of the side seam. All you need to do is customize the pattern along the main circumference lines. Besides learning patchwork technique, you will also study some new methods I have never shared before. I will show you how to reinforce the inner layers of the corset to stop the fabric from stretching in any direction. For this corset, I used only one rigoline bone, which I placed under the grommets to strengthen the lacing area. The rest of the corset boning is done with plastic bones. If you want to, you can use spiral steel corset bones. You can also make an open front and fasten it with a metal busk. So, let us begin.